Have you ever wondered why, even though you don't eat that much, your waistline just seems to grow with the years, or why there are nights you toss and turn only to wake up feeling heavier and more tired than the day before? I know that feeling because so many of my patients have gone through it, and honestly, so have I. Today, I want to share with you something that people rarely talk about: the truth about aging and weight gain. Why, after the age of 50, our bodies seem to become more stubborn, and more importantly, what you can actually do to turn things around. I'll be telling you real life stories, simple tips backed by science, and small changes that can lead to big results. If you're sitting there nodding because you see yourself in what I've just said, then stay with me until the end of this video. I promise you'll walk away with at least one thing you can start doing today to feel lighter, stronger, and healthier. So, are you ready? Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and realizing that the pants that used to fit just right are now a little tighter. Have you ever felt that way? I've had so many patients in their 50s and beyond tell me the same story. One of my patients, Linda, once said to me, "Doctor, I'm not eating more than before, but my belly just keeps getting bigger." When I asked about her life, it turned out she had spent months caring for her sick husband, carrying the weight of all the responsibilities. Stress, you see, works quietly, but far more powerfully than we often realize. Scientifically speaking, when you're under stress for a long time, your body produces more cortisol, a hormone that's meant to help you handle pressure in the short term. But when cortisol stays high for too long, it signals your body to store more fat, especially around the abdomen. It also makes you crave comfort foods, usually sweet or starchy things, as a way for your brain to soothe itself. I want you to think about this. Your body doesn't just respond to what you eat, it also responds to what you feel. Good health doesn't start only in the gym or at the dining table. It begins in the mind. When we learn to let go of some of that mental weight, cortisol levels drop and the body has a chance to return to balance. That's something I remind my patients and myself every single day. I want you to picture this: every time you put food into your body, it's not just about filling your stomach, it's a quiet conversation between you and your health. After the age of 50, our bodies are no longer as forgiving of rushed meals or too much sugar as they were in our younger years. I once had a patient named Mark, 62, who loved having pastries every afternoon. When he cut down on sugar and swapped it for a plate of fresh vegetable salad with grilled chicken just a few weeks later, he told me, "Doctor, I'm sleeping better and waking up feeling so much lighter." Fiber from vegetables, fruits, and whole grains keeps your digestive system running smoothly, while protein from fish, lean meats, and beans helps preserve muscle mass, something age quietly takes away from us. On the other hand, sugar and refined carbs like white bread, soda, and candy cause your blood sugar to spike, belly fat to accumulate, and your energy to crash not long after. You can start with something very simple. Replace your evening bowl of white rice with half a bowl of brown rice. Add more greens and include a portion of lean protein. This isn't about restriction, it's a choice you make so that every day you feel healthier, stronger, and more energized. I've seen this in almost every patient over 50 and in myself as well. Muscle is like the body's engine. When it's strong, it burns energy even while you're resting. But over time, if you don't keep it active, that muscle mass begins to shrink. And when the engine weakens, the number of calories you burn drops. So even if your diet stays the same, fat quietly starts to build up, especially around the waist and hips. One of my patients, Evelyn, 68, once told me, "Doctor, I'm eating less than before, but I'm still gaining weight." We started with gentle exercises, lifting light dumbbells, just 1 to 2 kilograms, brisk walking, and a few simple yoga poses. After only 3 months, she not only lost a few pounds, but also felt steadier on her feet and could climb the stairs without getting winded. Science has proven that maintaining muscle mass boosts your metabolism, protects your joints and bones, and lowers your risk of falls. At this stage of life, you don't need to train like an athlete, you just need to move in ways that feel right for your body and do it consistently. Your body will reward you with stamina, flexibility, and a sense of youthfulness you might not have thought possible. I often tell my patients sleep isn't just rest, it's when your body heals itself. After 50, sleep becomes as precious as gold, yet it's so easily disrupted by stress, illness, or long-standing habits. One of my patients, Richard, 65, was getting less than 5 hours of sleep each night. He complained of constant fatigue, weight gain, and irritability. When we worked together to reset his sleep routine, turning off screens before 9 p.m., sipping a warm cup of herbal tea, keeping his bedroom dark and quiet. Within just a few weeks, he told me, "Doctor, I feel lighter and my belly has even gone down a bit." Science shows that when you get enough quality sleep at regular hours, your body produces more growth hormone to repair and renew cells, while also balancing leptin and ghrelin, the hormones that control hunger and fullness. Without proper sleep, those hormones get out of sync, making you crave food and making weight control much harder. Think of sleep as part of a healthy diet for both your mind and body. Because sometimes the best way to lose weight and stay young is simply to turn the lights off an hour earlier. I remember a patient named Susan, 59, who had worked in an office for over 30 years. After retiring, she spent most of her time at home reading and watching TV, but hardly moved around. In just 1 year, she gained nearly 15 pounds, even though her diet hadn't changed much. When we looked closer, it turned out that besides being inactive, Susan was also taking medication for her thyroid and blood pressure, both of which had weight gain as a side effect. Hormonal changes, such as menopause or thyroid disorders, can slow down your body's ability to burn energy, making fat easier to store. Certain medications, like corticosteroids, antidepressants, or drugs for diabetes, can also cause water retention and increase appetite. But that doesn't mean you have to accept weight gain as inevitable. Even small, gentle activities added to your day, walking around the block, practicing deep breathing, tending to your garden, can make a real difference over time. And most importantly, if you suspect your medication is causing weight gain, talk to your doctor about possible adjustments instead of stopping it on your own. Because your health isn't just about the number on the scale, it's about the quality of your life every single day. I often tell my patients that the body is like a machine. If you leave it idle for too long, the parts start to rust. After 50, you don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to call it exercise. Simple, gentle movements done regularly, like a morning walk, a few stretching yoga poses, or a slow swim, can be enough to make your heart beat stronger, your lungs breathe deeper, and your joints stay flexible. I remember a patient named James, 71, who came to see me because of knee pain and a fear of falling. He thought exercise would make things worse, but after starting a routine of just 15 minutes of walking each day combined with a few seated yoga stretches, within 2 months, he told me, "Doctor, I can climb the stairs now without holding on." That's the power of keeping your body moving. Science backs this up. Light but consistent activity helps increase bone density, improve circulation, and lower the risk of heart disease. The important thing isn't how long you work out in one session, but whether you can make it a part of your daily life so your body stays ready for whatever life brings. If you've made it this far, I believe you're just like me. You want to live healthy, live fully, and keep both your body and mind in their best shape. Every story, every tip I share isn't just medical knowledge, but the real-life experiences of real people I've met over more than 30 years in this profession. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, so I know you'd like to hear more stories like this. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the weekly health tips I share. And I truly want to hear from you. Leave a comment below with your own experiences, challenges, or questions. Who knows, your story might be the very thing that inspires thousands of others. And finally, if you think someone you care about needs to hear this, share this video with them. Because sometimes a small reminder can change the entire course of someone's health journey. I'll see you in the next video.